starting to act against the reparations, but it doesn't have anything to stand for, anything to give, or anything to be compensating the victims. Okay. The other one is the program that analyzes international reparations should be international reparations and restitution of. This is something that I'm gonna shut down, as you said. Okay. And the last one is Holocaust reparations should be finally completed. It's kind of general, but I think every working paper needs to have one because it's really important to. I'm gonna say it again. It's really important to the completion of reparations in the.
Put a date. Put a date in there.
Yeah, I think.
I
have a deadline. Yeah. But I wrote here, and it should have a deadline for different countries to compensate for wrongdoing, especially Japan and Germany.
Perfect.
Okay. The deadline is going to be discussed in the
Especially.
And finishing my presentation. Thank you very much. I'm so sorry if I this is the first one, so I was like kind of sweating.
It was great. It was great. What do you think, guys? It was good.
What have to do with
One.
Okay.
Okay.
My country is Norway.
No.
I am the
Keep going. Keep going.
My country is Special Summit on Sustainable Development.
Your country.
Okay. No, my community.
Mike, your committee.
Right? And this is my allies. Bulgaria, Canada, China, Croatia, Cyprus, Denmark, Estonia, Finland. Okay, all of these countries. Okay, you know about them. And I'm going to try to work with anyone. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's my ally or not. I'm going to try to work with them. Okay, I try to get them against to their internal politics.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The topic A is sustainable transportation. As we move into the 21st century, it is clear that transportation is completely related to the environment. It is estimated that every year the form of transport consumes between 20% and 25% of the world's energy, and this significantly contributes to the increasingly high levels of greenhouse gases that continue to be released into the atmosphere. This is a statistic from the World Energy Council. Okay? The adverse effects of transportation have a greater impact on the natural and human environment. The technology used in transportation cause emissions of greenhouse gases, which have improved or are believed to damage human health and plants. Okay, unfortunately, almost all transportation modes rely on a form of internal combustion engine, like this one. Okay, with the two most salient technologies being the diesel engine and the engine. Pardon, thank you. Diesel engine and the gas turbine, since they are the linchpin of globalization, like this one. Okay. Okay, we can see in this picture how the damage to the human. Okay. Transportation is almost completely related upon petroleum products, with the exception of railways using electrical power. Meanwhile, the petroleum products is used for other economic sectors, such as industrial and electric industries. However, the growth in oil demand is mainly accredited to the growth in transportation demand. Okay? Norway believes that transportation is likely to remain the key element of accessibility for the foreseeable future. Okay? What has the international community done about this problem? Has this worked out? Has not this worked out? Let's see. Okay? There has been various strategies to the sustainable transportation. One of these is the UN and the World Bank together launched the Global Initiative on Transportation Emissions, GT, in view of to improve sustainable transportation. The GT aims at promoting, or aims at promoting and expand the application of knowledge and technology to the transportation sector to facilitate a reform process. Okay, this is the UN World Bank, and the GT in 2001. Okay. Notwithstanding, it is clear that these plans have done so with less coherence and perhaps less success than they were expecting for. The fail of these tactics is due to there has been an increase in the transport demand and significantly climate change and so on. Okay? Okay, now we are in the Norway's opinion as solutions. Well, Norway, the Kingdom of Norway is convinced that in order to achieve sustainable transportation, it would be extremely useful the creation of organisms that will aim to encourage sufficient funding and investment in sustainable transportation systems, promote public awareness, encourage knowledge sharing and technology transfer among innovative transportation industries and developing automotive and petroleum industries. These organisms would be called Achieving Sustainable Transportation for Our Lives, okay? ASTOL. So, with these organisms, we will be able to notice a reduction of healthcare costs, saving tons of money, increasing social interaction, supporting community-based business, decreasing in traffic noise, reduction in traffic jams, and parking hassles. You know, hassles, okay? When you are going to park in your car, with the problems. Okay, the improving of active and sustainable transportation through ASTOL, these organisms, will keep our claim by improving air quality and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. So, the Kingdom of Norway is aware of the unsustainable transportation in the world. This is an important issue we have to look at. Nowadays, there has been a few investment on sustainable transportation. Delegates, we have to encourage sufficient funding and investment in sustainable transportation systems. If we do this, Norway believes that we will be able to notice that sustainable transportation strategy can increase employee productivity 50% and sick time in half. Adults who like to work who have better weight, blood pressure and insulin level. And these are only a few benefits. Okay? Okay, we can see these are the other pictures.
Okay.
Okay, do I have to?
If you want to.
Okay, I'm going to read one. Providing conference about providing conference about recommendation of Peruvian taxes on fuel content in order to implement a strategy of cleaner fuels by taxing will be extremely useful for the sustainable transportation. A Peruvian tax on fuel content might be a way to implement a strategy of cleaner fuels by taxing, for example, the lead, sulfur, or non-oxygenated content of the fuel. This kind of taxes can be also be used to encourage refineries to increase octane outputs for those countries with very low octanes. Okay, the octane for your fuel. Okay. Okay, these are the requirements.
Do I want to answer one, please?
No.
How is he doing with the time?
Yeah, 50 minutes.
Okay.
50 minutes.
How can the sustainability of transportation system be measured? This is a requirement. Well, with this organism, we'll evaluate the sustainability of transportation system by surveys and take in consideration various perspectives. Traffic, mobility, accessibility, environment, and economic financing. This information will be published every year. Okay, these organisms will publish this information. Okay. And this is the working paper. Okay, I put the Kingdom of Norway, Argentina, Peru, Brazil, Dominican Republic, and France. Believe that it would be extremely useful the creation of organisms called Achieving Sustainable Transportation of Our Lives. This organism will, and these are my solutions. Okay, the general solution is the creation of the organisms. The organism is going to do everything, like the GT, the Global Initiative on Emission on Transportation Emissions.
GITE.
Well,
You are saying